It is Thursday, August 29th. Here's what we're working on this morning. First day of school right around the corner, and there are new policies and curriculum going into effect.
A man wanted in the murder of a Markham real estate agent may have fled the country.
I'm just like so
and the Golden Globes have announced their new host. Good morning to you. Good morning, Louie.
Good morning.
Second to last day with you. And a brand new. Did you get your back to school haircut?
I got my back to school haircut.
I like it.
So you can't get it right before. You need to let it grow for a few days,
That's
right?
Yeah.
So yes, I got a little back to school. Thank you to Jess who cuts my hair. But yeah, no, the penultimate day.
Yes.
The penultimate day. I've said. Brian, did you also get a haircut?
Oh, Brian, I can't see it from. Oh, it looks very nice.
Should we do our side views here?
Not that I had to point it out to anybody.
No, not at all.
I pointed it out to everybody. I'm like, nobody has said anything to me yet. So.
Okay. Yeah. It's our back to school do. That's what we have.
There we go. Do you have your outfits already?
You're darn right. We do.
Oh, yeah. This one or the other one. So.
Had to go get my new pair of shoes. That's what I always used to do before school. We'd go get a new pair of shoes. Yay!
Yeah.
And that lasted for one day because everybody scuffed them up. Oh, you got new shoes, and we have to step all over them. Yeah, exactly. School days. Okay, yeah. We've got a few days left to enjoy being off school and light traffic volume. And of course, once we get back into school, those big yellow things are going to be on the roads once again, which we'll have to be very careful of, remember. Today, we're going to see a mostly cloudy day. Not a lot of precipitation around us, so we're not looking at any showers in the forecast, but mainly cloudy and a cooler day today. We should hit 23 for the day and a bit of a humidex, about 27. We're sitting at 17 degrees right now. We'll talk about the forecast in a minute. First of all, let's look at traffic, 403 and Waterdale Road. Once again, this time of the morning, there's not a lot to see, but we always show you that. To our MTO traffic cameras. Here's the QEW at Centennial Parkway. So on this view, Toronto-bound lanes toward the Skyway heading away from us. Here's the top of the Skyway. We'll flip ahead to Burloak, Burlington to Oakville. No problems this morning. Weather and traffic, of course, we'll give you an update coming up. Right now, the news.
Okay, thanks very much, Brian. And with the first day of school less than a week away, there are changes in policy and curriculum coming. Simone Gavros is in Burlington now with more on what to expect. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Annette. Well, many of these changes were announced earlier this year by the provincial government that are going to be in place starting for the September 2024 to 2025 school year. Now schools are preparing to make these changes when it comes to cell phones, vaping in schools, as well as some curriculum changes as well. Now, the government says that these are all in place in a way to reduce any distractions in the classrooms. So students in kindergarten to grade 6 will be required to keep their phones on silent and put away for the entire school day. And then students in grade 7 to 12 will not be allowed to use their cell phones during class time. And when it comes to vaping, the province announced back in April that $30 million will be going towards installing vape detectors in schools. Students found in possession of any kind of smoking products will have to surrender them, and then their parents will be notified as well. Both the Hamilton Catholic and public boards have updated their code of conducts to reflect these changes. Now, there's also going to be some updates to the curriculum as well. Just some updates to note include EQAO tests for grade 9 students will be worth about 10% or more of their final math grade. And starting in 2025, grade 10 students will need to complete a new financial literacy graduation requirement by creating and managing a household budget, saving for a home, and protecting themselves from financial fraud. Now, coming up next week, we are going to be speaking with the Hamilton Wentworth Catholic District School Board for more on how they're going to be implementing these rules when it comes to cell phones and vaping in schools. But today we'll be talking to parents here at Spencer Smith Park for their reaction on what they're expecting to see next week. Louis, I'll send things back to you.
Thank you, Simone. A group of people in Brantford won't be forced to move from their city-owned homes. Brantford Council has voted 9-2 to allow them to stay and only sell a home when a tenant leaves. In June, the people who live in 25 homes in the neighborhood of Linwood Drive and Park Road South got letters informing them that the city staff were recommending the homes be sold. The houses were originally bought by the city as part of a transportation plan, but they're no longer needed for road expansion. Council voted against a staff recommendation to sell the homes to increase affordable housing across the city. One councillor and Brantford's mayor were in favor of the plan.
I feel like our council made the right decision last night, and I was very happy to see that happen. It was so important for the tenants. I mean, they were terrified, right? They were under a lot of stress. They were very worried about having to move, losing their community because they've built such a community amongst each other here as well.
CHCH News reached out to Mayor Kevin Davis for comment on the vote, but he wasn't available.
Hamilton police have arrested 3 teens after 2 armed robberies on the mountain last week. It happened Friday night near Concession Street and East 16th. Police say a gun was pulled on a person who was lured through a dating app into meeting someone. The victim's phone was stolen. Hours earlier, police say a random person was forced at gunpoint to give up a gaming station. All 3 teens have now been charged with robbery.
Halton Regional Police are asking residents for video of a shooting on Monday in Oakville involving a sawed-off rifle. Police say 25-year-old David Hilche from Oakville and a 16-year-old from Burlington were arrested after a gunshot was heard near Victoria and Chalmers Street. Eyewitnesses told officers the 2 were seen fleeing the area in a vehicle before being found by police nearby. Investigators found both suspects with a rifle and have charged them with possession of a firearm.
A man wanted on a Canada-wide warrant in the murder of a Markham real estate agent may have left the country. Police are looking for 47-year-old Shishong Marco Hugh, who is also from Markham. He is wanted in the murder and disappearance of Anita Moy. She was reported missing August the 9th, and her burned remains were found in Parry Sound days later. Investigators have seized a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van believed to have been used in her disappearance and an SUV. They're also trying to figure out the connection between Hugh and 3 teens charged with fraud in Moy's disappearance. A high-ranking Toronto police officer has now been demoted after admitting that she helped those she was mentoring cheat during a promotional process. Stacey Clark is going to be demoted from superintendent to inspector for 2 years after pleading guilty before a disciplinary tribunal last fall. She took pictures of questions and answers and sent them to 6 of her mentees while she sat on an interview panel in 2021. During her hearing, Clark said that she was trying to counteract the anti-Black systemic racism that the mentees were facing. Hamilton Tiger Cats are teaming up with Hamilton Food Share to tackle hunger. A campaign is underway ahead of the Labor Day Classic. Fans are asked to bring non-perishable food and cash donation to Monday's game for Hamilton Food Share. The umbrella agency works with 23 hunger relief organizations. Living Rock is one of them. The youth center provides meals, emergency shelter, and mental health and addiction supports.
Hamilton, much like the rest of our country, is experiencing an affordability crisis. And so what that means is some of our regular donors are also impacted financially. And so our donations are down. Hamilton Food Share donations are down.
Now, if you're not going to the Ticats game on Monday, you can still support the Tackle Hunger campaign online at the Hamilton Food Share website, which leads us right into sports.
Thank you. Yeah, great cause there, too. Let's start on the diamond in sports, where the Blue Jays were continuing their 4-game series, taking on the Red Sox in Boston last night.
And now O'Neill swings and hits a drive to left, way back and gone. Into the second row of the monster seats. A 2-run homer for Tyler O'Neill and a 3-0 Red Sox lead. The Red Sox
Burnaby, BC native Tyler O'Neill hit a 2-run home run in the 8th inning to give the Sox a cushion as they beat the Blue Jays for the second night in a row. Toronto's bats went ice cold. They could only muster a pair of base hits, wasting a solid Chris Bassett start to Tom just give up just a run in 6 2/3 innings. Two teams will finally wrap up their series tonight. I'm sure they'll be happy to be done with each other after playing 5 games in 4 days. Now, how long would you wait in line for a bobblehead? Well, Dodgers fans and souvenir enthusiasts put that question to the test last night for Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night. Fans started lining up 12 hours before the start of LA's game against the Baltimore Orioles to get the bobblehead of Ohtani holding his dog Decoy. And speaking of creative twist, the Dodgers getting Decoy to throw out the ceremonial first pitch.
Oh, I love that.
Very cute. Yes, awesome. And as for the game itself, Ohtani wasting no time getting fans on their feet.
I'd love to see some of that pop and long ball. It might as well be Ohtani on his bobblehead night.
Right?
Yeah,
Let's go. These people want an Ohtani home run. Let's give it to him, Shohei. He launches one to right field. It sends Santander back. Shohei Ohtani meeting the moment, reading the room, and leaving the yard.
Of course he hit a home run.
Ohtani leads off with his National League best 42nd home run of the season. He'd steal another base as well, becoming the second player in league history to have a 42 home run, 42 stolen base season. And sticking with baseball, I got to show you this catch from last night's Rangers-White Sox game.
All right, the 1-2. That's in the air left field. That's trouble. Jankowski back.
Travis Jankowski with a very worthy candidate for catch of the year, robbing Andrew Vaughn of the walk-off home run. This was in the bottom of the 9th inning. That's gone. Game's over. But Texas ended up winning to hand Chicago their league worst 103rd loss of the season. Rangers win it 4-3. Checking in on the diamond a little bit closer to home, the Welland Jackfish continue their pursuit of a second straight IBL championship when they kick off their second round series with the Guelph Royals tonight at Welland Stadium. The defending Dominico Cup champions swept the season series with Guelph this year, going a perfect 4-0. And there is a look at the schedule for this series. Jackfish playing tonight and Sunday at home with a potential Game 5 back at Welland Stadium next Tuesday. First pitch tonight set for 7:20. And Scotty Scheffler looks to end one of the most dominant seasons on course in recent memory as the PGA Tour Championship gets underway today at the newly renovated East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. The recent Olympic gold medalist and 6-time winner this season will start the no-cut season finale featuring the top 30 in the FedEx Cup at 10 under par. Richmond Hill's Taylor Pendrith, the lone Canadian in the field, he'll start tied for 21st at 1 under. The winner this weekend takes home $25 million.
There it is on the button, 6:13. It's a Thursday morning. Well done, Louis. You timed that out just nicely. Let's get you into this Thursday. Is it the 29th? It is. It's the 29th of August already. Let's get into traffic. 403 and Waterdown Road. That's our exclusive camera as usual. We start there. Nothing happening. MTO traffic cameras. Let's try a few of those. QEW 406. Well, it's the 406 actually just south of the QEW. Wide open. Centennial Parkway. Oh, that was just there. And so was that. Well, we're having fun with cameras this morning. Here's the QEW at Cawthra. We can show you that camera. It's doing fine. So there's no problems here this morning. Okay, let's get you into this Thursday morning. Temperature right now sitting at 18. We were 17 last hour. We're already starting to climb, but it's not going to climb really far today. We have a northeasterly breeze that kicked in yesterday afternoon. Relative humidity 94%, and it is cloudy this morning. The air quality risk for today is in the low risk category at 2, so no problems there. What we have is a frontal boundary approaching us. Now, we are going to see a fair bit of cloud cover for the day today. It'll be partly cloudy overnight tonight. Tomorrow, that frontal boundary approaches. That's going to push up our temperature for the day tomorrow, but give us some clouds and chance of showers. But there is some good news for the weekend. Today, temperatures 23 to 25 degrees, so less than we were yesterday. We got to about 27 to 28 yesterday. But we'll have a mix of sun and clouds to a mainly cloudy sky around the horseshoe. Tonight, 15, 16 to 17 degrees, partly cloudy skies. And then tomorrow, what we're looking at is a sun-cloud mix to start. But look at the temperatures pop up. 30 for St. Catharines, 29 degrees for around the horseshoe. Humidex about 37 tomorrow. So a stickier day tomorrow. A mix of sun and clouds will start, and then there's a chance of a shower later in the day. So, yep, 29 of August already. Cloudy. It is mild. Temperature right now 18. Long range coming up. Annette, Louie.
Okay, and after the break, we're going to say good morning to Emily Vukovic. She's got a preview of what's coming up in Chit Chat.
Including, in business news coming up, the chair of Canada Post's board says their financial situation is unsustainable.
And a very good morning to Emily. There you are in the right box.
No.
Just kidding. All right. Hi. What do you have coming up in Chit Chat?
They finally have a host for the Golden Globes.
Okay.
She's funny, she's smart, and she's really, really dirty.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
Nothing, of course.
Nothing.
We will discuss who that stars, and it's not me. It's not me, because, you know, that was a total description. And when I say dirty, like, she eats things off the floor. Just so we're clear on this.
All right.
It's a hygiene thing.
It's a hygiene thing. We're also talking about a brand new World War II movie that is coming out that looks absolutely fantastic, and the MTV VMAs. Did I get that right?
I think so. Yeah.
Video Music Awards.
Thank you. They are coming out, and we talk about who's hosting that.
All right. Okay.
Looking forward to it. We'll see you in a bit.
All right. Taking a look at business news right now, the Canadian dollar in overseas trading is down 1 basis point, trading at 74.22 cents U.S. Gold is up nearly $12. Crude oil down 35 cents to $74.17 U.S. a barrel. Checking midday trading in Europe, markets are up across the board slightly in London, Frankfurt, and Paris.
Over in Asia, markets were down in Tokyo, up in Hong Kong, down in Shanghai. And in North American markets yesterday, the TSX gained 132 points, the Dow dropped 159, and the Nasdaq fell nearly 200 points.
Here's a dire warning this morning about the future of Canada Post. The Crown Corporation's board chair warns its financial situation is unsustainable. Andre Houdin says the Postal Service is at a critical juncture and a significant change is needed to preserve the delivery network. In August, Canada Post reported a second quarter profit of $46 million. That's with a one-time sale of subsidiary. It offset losses of $269 million. Madon says the surge in online shopping during the pandemic reshaped the parcel delivery market, putting Canada Post up against high-tech, low-cost competitors.
Flair Airlines is looking for partners who can provide financial support to help it restructure and expand. The Edmonton-based airline is trying to deal with pandemic-era debt and increase its fleet beyond the current 20 planes. Flair has made it clear that asking for investors isn't an emergency situation. They actually turned a profit in July and August. As a way to give back to its customers, the ultra-low-cost carrier has announced $1 tickets for select international flights returning to Canada.
An overwhelming majority of United Airlines flight attendants have voted to authorize a strike mandate. That's if their contract negotiations continue to head a dead end. Those are due in November. The Association of Flight Attendants says the move was fueled by United's lack of negotiating in good faith. The union members have been working with an amended contract that actually ran out in 2021. They want a pay increase as well as upgrades for schedule flexibility, on-ground duties, and they want retroactive pay.
All right, taking a break now. Brian will be back with a look at traffic and your 7-day forecast.
The time, 6:24 on this Thursday morning. Let's look at our MTO traffic cameras. Still this lane closure here on the 405 as you go from the QEW Fort Erie bound to the 405. But, traffic is so light, it's not really causing a problem there. To our camera at the top of the Burlington Skyway Bridge. This is on the Hamilton side, so Toronto bound coming towards us. Looks okay. East of Burloak, nothing. Lorne Park looks good. And the 403 going through Mississauga. That's the west of Winston Churchill camera. Yeah, no problems right there. Get to our temperatures that we have right now. Temperature bumped up from last hour. We're now sitting at 18 degrees. Sun's not quite up yet. 18 for Grimsby, Toronto, and 17 for Mississauga. Seasonals for an overnight low are 13 degrees now. 24 for the daytime high. We beat that yesterday. We won't quite get there today, and we're going to have a mainly cloudy day. Those are our sun times and records for today. For today, temperature 23. Humidex, it's going to feel like about 27, so still fairly comfortable. Not a lot of sunshine. We'll call it a mainly cloudy sky. Tonight down to 16. Tomorrow warmer, 29. Humidex 37. There's that chance of a shower in the afternoon. Saturday, we'll see maybe a little bit of sun, but it's going to be fairly cloudy and 26. Beautiful for Sunday into Monday. Actually, Monday, Labor Day, touch on the cool side at 20 degrees below seasonal. And then as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, 21, 22, and sun. That's your forecast. Annette, Louis.
All right. Good looking forecast. California Zoo is celebrating an elephant baby boom.
2 African elephants were born at the Fresno Chaffee Zoo less than 2 weeks apart. They are so cute. So a male calf was born on Monday and another calf was born on August 16th. The zoo's director says the births are a historic milestone and praised the staff for their great work in assisting. Moms are going to be closely monitored until the babies are ready to join the elephant herd. Oh man, they are just so cute. And I love when you see videos of them like romping around and playing just like little kids.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, there goes one of my feel-good times then. Baby elephants. That's ours.
We're all on Team Elephants.
We are.
You're not afraid of those, right?
No. Well, I mean, like a real big elephant, probably. A baby elephant, yeah. I could probably give them a go. All right, stay with us. We have more to come after the break.